Get ready for sports, news, and entertainment. All right here, your 7 minutes with Simmons starts right now.
Do not ever play basketball in Puerto Rico. I can't believe what I'm seeing in the news these days. It's every episode of 7 Minutes with Simmons. Welcome back, everybody. By the way, thank you so much for joining us. Episode number 19. It's every single one of these where we're talking some garbage, some straight garbage. And today, fresh off the back of the garbage truck, we got some news out of the NSN, or the BSN, of the Puerto Rican basketball rankings. But quick, the NBA Finals Game 3 coming up tonight as the series shifts. Even Steven at 1. Who's going to get it done? The Canadian boys in blue or the Heartbreakers known as the Pacers? Indiana and OKC looking to get things settled. We're 1-1 through the first two games of this series. Shea maybe looking to do a little bit more on the OKC side of things. And for Indiana, keep feeding hard attack Halliburton. Get him the ball. See what happens. That's coming up later tonight. Be sure to tune in. 8:30 tip-off tonight. I'll be tuning in alongside the rest of you basketball fans. But let's jump into a different basketball story. Frankly, an embarrassing one. Has anybody seen the video of Demarcus Cousins? Like, holy Jesus, buddy. Talk about your prime being behind you. I guess he left his cool back in North America as well as his NBA career. For those who aren't familiar with Cousins, Demarcus Cousins was a previous NBA player, now plays for Mets de Guaynabo in the Puerto Rican Pro League. Crazy stuff. Like, what on earth is going on here? Let's get into the story. For those of you who are not familiar, there is a video that has surfaced of an interaction between Demarcus Cousins and a fan courtside at a game where he gets into an altercation, ends up getting kicked off the court. He's been dropped from the team. Like what an event. Who cares what these fans said to this guy? How bad could it have possibly been? I mean, this, in my opinion, is all on the player. There is no world. There is no excuse. There's no universe that you could live in as a professional athlete and blame your behavior on a fan. You cannot. It's a huge embarrassment to himself, everybody in his camp, the Puerto Rican basketball ranks, the NBA, and just basketball as a whole. It damages the culture. And, here's a guy who's supposed to represent the game and the association well in his, I guess you could call it, twilight years international tour, so to speak. And this is the result? If you haven't seen the video and this is your first time hearing of it, go watch that video and come back. There's some disturbing frames capturing Cousins making inappropriate motions towards a gentleman courtside. Following these motions, kind of like a girl, like a kiddie fight, like a hand fight, so to speak. Cousins motions towards the fan, knocking his hand kind of away from Cousins, kind of like shooing him a little bit. It's like a little bit of a shoe, right? And, following that hand fight, the gentleman and Cousins both they're pushing back and forth. That's when the play comes to an end. It's blown dead. And at this point, the whole stadium is involved, booing this guy, drinks being tossed, popcorn, beer, hot dogs flying, probably some clothes and towels and jerseys and socks. And it was a zoo. It was a total zoo. And Cousins was ejected from the game for his actions as he was walking down the tunnel following his ejection. The beer and the food toss narrowed in on Cousins, square in their sights. They had this guy in their line of aim. They teed off. You can see the liquid, either the beer or it was orange juice. Maybe it was apple juice. Something yellow or bright orangey in color, just smacking this guy in the headband. His reaction was completely disgusting. Now, I can understand his frustration, probably not happy with the way his career is trending, playing in the Puerto Rican ranks, probably feels like he belongs to be elsewhere. To be treated in that way by some of those fans could, in his eyes, be deemed as, this is ridiculous. Like, this is unfair. I'm the superstar here. I'm the guy, I'm the god of this league kind of thing. And you should be bowing down to me, when in reality, it's the complete opposite. And I think the way he reacted was terrible. He's walking down the tunnel, heading back towards the dressing room, and he's doing the let me at him kind of the move, the let me at him move kind of approach. Like, stop holding me back. I want to go fight those guys. Like, Jesus Murphy, you're a professional athlete, Boogie. Like, just disgusting behavior. And of course, as previously mentioned, he was ejected from the game, but he was also kicked off his team for the remainder of the season for his actions. And as for league-induced penalties, BSN officials announced Cousins was fined $4,200 for a disqualifying foul, a technical foul, and what they're calling actions deemed to incite or provoke others, which, in my opinion, is totally accurate. Like, look at the video. He completely provoked this fan courtside, as well as the other fans a few rows up in the bleachers as he's walking off the court. There's many examples of him leading this. It's disgusting, man. Have some class. Like, that's a fan's job. A fan's job is to cheer and heckle, scream and shout. That's what they pay for. They pay for the right to enjoy the game from their own perspective, of course, within specific rules and regulations. The athlete's job is to play the game, not get distracted with that off-court garbage or some fans calling you a crybaby or whatever it was in the moment that enraged Cousins. There's no excuse for that. There's no place for that in any sport on any level. And the BSN, I'm very glad that they agreed and made, in my opinion, a totally accurate decision in finding Cousins, and the team took one additional step to have him removed from their roster, all which I am completely in agreement with. What an embarrassment for the four-time NBA All-Star. Like, what a way to damage your image and brand. So sad for the NBA, him, his camp, his family, everybody involved. Just terrible. But our shifts can now be done. The NBA Finals coming back. It's Game 3 tonight. OKC in Indiana. Better be tuning in, guys. What needs to happen here tonight? OKC or Indiana? Who takes it? Who takes it tonight? Let me know in the comment sections down below. Thank you guys for tuning in. Coming up on episode 20. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.